thoughts as well via stream 3FM 927. Same handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. That's where you find us, and share your thoughts with us as well. And then a lot later, after the news review, you can call in 055-924-2717, 055-924-2717, and as well 055-691-0154, 055-691-0154. Hello, good morning to you, Felicity.
Good morning, Mawuena. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. What about you?
I am much better today than yesterday.
Fantastic. All throughout the night, rains. Are we to expect that to continue throughout today, or the sun will come out at some point?
Yeah, thanks so much and good morning to all of us. Yes, for today, along the coastal strip, we expect it to be cloudy, and then we expect rain over here and there along the coastal strip from Aflau all the way to Afasne in western region. The other parts of the country, we expect it to be partly cloudy with a possibility of rain and thunder from afternoon into the evening. Those in Damango, those in Donkwa Ofin, they should watch out for some rain. Likewise, those in Gatanga, Navrongo, Yendi, and parts of Salaga and should watch out for some rain this afternoon into the evening hours. Tomorrow, Saturday, we have a lot of activities. We expect it to be partly cloudy across the 16 region. The sun will also smile on us, and then also afternoon to evening, some few areas are likely to have some showers. Sunday is going to be a bit dry. We expect it to be partly cloudy throughout. Temperatures will also be on the higher side. The state of the sea is expected to remain calm during the weekend, but then today we have some rain and thunderclouds over the ocean, so the fisher folks need to take precautions. Water Lake is cool, but night to tomorrow morning, likewise Saturday evening to Sunday and Monday, Sunday to Monday, they need to watch out for widespread mist and fog patches over the lake.
And so pretty clear in terms of what the outlook will be like and state of the sea, everything checked. We should be on the lookout as well for any further updates on your respective socials, I believe.
Yes, by 11 we will issue the afternoon forecast. By 5 p.m. we will issue the evening and the weekend. So if there will be a change on what I have given, it will be captured in the evening by 5 for the weekend forecast.
Absolutely. I appreciate you as always, Felicity, for the weather. Felicity Ahafianyo is Chief Weather Forecaster, bringing us details of what to expect a lot later today in terms of the weather update as well. We can get into other matters, which will include our newspaper review for you today in terms of what's been happening. Quite a lot has been happening all throughout the week, and even in the last 24 hours as well. We'll get into all of those details if you stay with us here on the 3FM Sunrise. against government attempts to rid the environment clean of the activities of illegal miners. And yesterday, some journalists who are accompanying the Environmental Protection Authority in clamping down on the activities of illegal miners, they came under attack. Two were in critical condition, had to undergo surgeries in different forms. Aaron Ibrahim Abubakar as well got caught up in all of that. Yes, the CEO of the Environmental Protection Agency, Professor Nanama Brown Kluche, explaining to Alfredo Kansi yesterday exactly what it is transpired. We'll just listen in and then come back for the discussions.
A very troubling and worrying development, unless first now those who are in the hospital.
Yeah, thank you very much. We thank God that we all have our lives now. It's just unfortunate that we have some injuries. As I said, the most critical one is a broken tie, which is one of the Joy TV cameraman who had a broken tie. Your correspondent, Abubakar, had he had chest pains and he is responding to treatment. Adom TV correspondent, that's Joseph with a head injury. He's also responding to treatments. Then we have some EPA staff who were also involved in the accident. They are all responding to treatment, and we have discussed it with the doctors and nurses in charge to pay special attention to them, because we were on a national assignment before this unfortunate incident happened. Yeah, so as the operation we started yesterday, it's a 3-week plan that the EPA has to ensure, especially the services that others provide for mining in our water bodies, which is illegal. We plan to tackle that aspect as well. So we realize that it's not just enough to say stop mining in the river bodies, but again, we saw that we needed to deal with the suppliers. So we took over the shops, closed down many shops at the Arian Kwanta, as I narrated yesterday. So today we were on another route to close down some other shops. On our way near Obuase, we saw people on the ground, the galamsey happening on the ground. So we decided to have a look at what they were doing. When we stopped and walked into the area, in fact, where they're actually mining, they have access route, so we had to stop by the roadside and walk to the ground, the field where they are mining. So as we were going closer, they were running away, and they did, all of them left by the time we got there. So we looked around what we could pick, we did pick. Whilst leaving, we saw that there were actually more of the excavators, 3 of the excavators that is inside a river body. So inside river body. So in fact, they had mined in the river body and blocked the river in such a way that it has taken different tributaries around the area and flooded some places. It's messy. It was really a bad situation. So we actually went to the car and used another route to the place. And whilst there, the people also ran. We called them to come, and then just before we could even have a conversation, they had sent news around, and so we saw built men, a number of them came with guns. We had the military with us anyway, and the national security also were with us. But then we saw that we couldn't exchange fire, so we could not fight them. So we had to run for our lives. So in the course of we running, speeding on the road, we encountered this accident. So one of the cars, which had some EPA staff and some of the journalists, had a head-on collision with a truck that is actually carrying some pipes for these galamsey operations. We saw some of them on the field. So they had a head-on collision, and we had the injuries that they are now at the hospitals and attending to treatment.
I see. So you're indeed confirming that you were attacked by Galamsey operators. I mean, we say well-built, heavily armed people who...
Yes. So some of them were dressed in black, like complete black from top to down. And some of them were wearing vest like this with CID written at the back. We asked them, in fact, the soldiers, the national security men, asked them of their ID card and stuff like that. So it was becoming confrontational. And then we had to leave because we couldn't. They said they cannot overpower them, so we had to leave. They had their arms, but we didn't. Of course, EPA doesn't.
The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM.
The battle has ended.
Episode again.
An episode needs to do is a remix of the song and include the conversation of Galamsey. Because just this week we were having conversations about a sitting member of parliament accosting the Nimus team. Today, it's heavily armed individuals confronting a team from the Environmental Protection Agency, wanting to attack them in their attempt to flee. A section of them are involved in an accident, someone with a broken thigh, and so many other things. That obviously changes a lot in terms of what is up for conversations for today. But let me bring in Sixtus Ullo and then the Yogoats, Michael Ogbodu. Both of them joining me in studio this morning. Gentlemen, good morning to you. Trust that the night has been kind, following quite some very nice rains to ease whatever heats you find yourself in, and you can be able to rest properly.
I'm just admiring myself in the camera.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, I trust that all is well.
How about His grace?
Fantastic.
I cannot admire myself.
I mean, we don't have a problem with you admiring yourself.
Sandra, put the camera on me.
Nobody, and please adjust the microphone so that we can.
The fact that
when you're adjusting, I'll turn it off. When you are done, because so that the listeners will not hear the click and things you'll be doing.
No, this has never been straight and...
Sisters, you wear your headphones. It will solve all the
Yeah, it will solve half the problem. You don't like to wear the headphones as well, and so every day.
Sandra, thank you. Yeah.
She's actually even minding you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Do you know Sandra is sweet ajele?
Wow, look at all of this.
Sweet ajele.
When you are now self-actualizing, that's what happens.
Oh, I don't catch there yet.
No problem. No problem.
It's a long way to go. My brother.
I love the admission. There's a long way to go for a lot of people.
At this stage, you want to self-actualize, really?
Be there.
But it's all good. At least we're thankful for life.
Producer of Sunrise, you are self-actualizing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Stop joking. There's a long way to go.
Let's go.
Anyways, not very pleasant news. I hadn't heard the news actually, and then it came to me, and I quickly sent a message to our colleague Ibrahim, who subsequently we got updates that was doing well, but not everybody has been doing well in the last 24 hours, particularly those who were part of the team who were going around seeking to stop. Not confronting head-on Galamsey's, but seeking to stop what I understand is the production line for one machine which is very, very crucial in terms of the Galamsey economy, which is the Changfangs. And this is what happened again. 2 times already this week, we're having to talk about emboldened Galamsey's seeking to take on states institutions, fighting against the activities of illegal mining. I don't know where this leaves us really in terms of all the promises, all the actions that we've been seeing in the last few months, and just this week alone, we're having to have conversations about 2 separate incidents of persons coming under attack for wanting to stop the activities of illegal mining.
Mawuena, I was one of the voices, few voices actually, that spoke against the president declaring a state of emergency. And I stood with President Mahama when he said there was another encounter with journalists, the one you were given front row seat.
I wasn't given a front row seat, by the way, but continue with your message.
That doesn't mean anything.
A front row is a front row. I didn't have a front row seat. I'm just explaining.
Okay. So that one. It was there the president said he had not been advised by national security to take that action yet. That action was not due yet. I think that's the import of the point that was made.
When the security couples advised that at this stage...
Yes, and that's when the advice came, he would act accordingly.
Yeah.
And I stood with Mr. President because I was one of those who believe that, look, we may cause him more harm than good if we declared a state of emergency. Because I believed that, look, a lot of the times, the people who are caught in these kinds of actions are the low, poor, vulnerable people who are merely seeking their daily bread. And so I thought that, look, if we can still find a way to catch the kingpins, then we should do that and not necessarily declare a state of emergency. Mawuena, but recent events make me change my position and want to beg the National Security Council to please advise Mr. President to declare a state of emergency.
I should advise the president.
I said I am pleading with the National Security Council to please advise Mr. President to declare a state of emergency. Because the things that we have seen in recent past, and just in the last 3 weeks, about Galamsey, it's not good. NIMOS attacked. Journalists, EPA staff attacked. Then that village that I keep forgetting the name, where, okay, that happened way earlier. The IGP,
yes, the IGP
Anti-Galamsey Task Force.
The one that the people were so many they couldn't arrest them all. Is it that one?
No, that's Abrewa Ninkran. This one, Abrewa Ninkran, they had gone for a special operation to disrupt an entire town set up to just engage in.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Abrewa Ninkran. Then the IGP's task force, they were on a patrol, went into a community, stopped activities of illegal mining. Then the people say, hey, Hanahi, we are not going to allow you. Then they started coming after them, and a number of them were pelted with stones and what have you.
Wow.
And they had to do this thing.
Interesting.
Yes, that one. And it is becoming abundantly clear that the people I was defending and the reason for which I strongly advocated against the declaration of the state of emergency, some of them are a part of this. Because in all of the stories we have heard, it's always been the community people, the people I say are looking for their daily bread. The fact that they are armed, you see that in the yesterday's instance and the NIMOS instance of the NIMOS, the armed state security operatives could not use their weapons. Because if a military man discharges his weapon against a citizen, a civilian for that matter, it becomes a whole different conversation. Yeah. And this person may have to be court-martialed and go through a whole inquiry and all of that. The person may lose his benefits, may lose his job, may suffer a demotion, a whole lot of other things. So it could be one of the reasons we see that though armed, they are unable to use their weapons. And in the case of the NIMOS operatives and the 8 military men, I had applauded the professionalism and the emotional intelligence of the 8 soldiers who were on the team. Because I said that if they discharged their weapons, they could have controlled that crowd. They could have brought sanity to that community. Just 8 of them, but they didn't. They submitted themselves to the civilian police to deal with the incident, for which some people went on Facebook passing unfortunate comments. But if we were under a state of emergency, it won't even be a conversation. We have come to catch you doing this, and you have the audacity to draw a weapon on an armed state security operative. It won't even be a conversation. They won't even ask you, how are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? So, sadly, I really never saw myself making this advocacy. But maybe the time has come for us to apply a bit more
that state
pressure.
Of emergency.
Yes, let's apply a bit more pressure. Or escalate the marching orders of the military and the police, so NIMOS and all the task forces that are on this.
We get them up and doing and
no, they're already up and doing. We give them a bit more
in terms of having to advise the president. That's what I mean.
Yes, so that's for national security. But I'm talking about the men and women on the ground. So EPA, they don't carry weapons, but they had security people with them.
Detail.
And so, and the chief executive tells us that they were armed. Their security detail, very armed, but they could not use their weapons. And they were advised to flee. Say, run for your life.
Yeah, because if they went into a confrontation with them, the civilians, I'm sure, far outnumbered.
Yes, she said that. She said the numbers on the other side were far more.
Yeah, so they.
But I'm saying that, but per the training of the military and even the police, they can handle such a crowd.
But there would have been casualties.
Definitely, that is what I'm saying. That's why I'm making the point that the marching orders they have at present probably do not allow them to take certain actions.
Which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing.
For now.
Which is a good thing.
For now.
But the way the story is going, that our people are the ones now suffering it. Somebody leaves home in the morning, tells his family, I'm going on a national assignment. He doesn't come back in one full piece. That cannot be encouraged. The journalist who suffered the injuries, yes, I'm sure that the state will take some responsibility
in their, you have to go through
in their medical bill. But it is not just the medical bill. You have a certain trauma that the state cannot share with you. You can't share that with anybody. I mean, the moment you hear some loud noise, you can even suffer some panic attack, because in your mind, that attack is still
some of them
lingering.
might not be able to sit in a vehicle for a while.
For a long while.
For fear of...
that they will crash again. So, and national security, please, let's look at, even if we are not declaring a full state of emergency, there should be something we can do to give the military and police men on these details some stronger authority to deal with these issues.
Right.
Yes, I am not oblivious of the trigger-happy soldiers and policemen who may be on these task forces or details and may end up, abusing the orders that they would be given. But then we have to be able to get over this issue.
Right. Michael, quick thoughts as well, and then we can get into the papers. I'm sure we'll return and then have a much bigger bite in terms of what it is that we expect from them.
It's a very sad one. And it just shows you how vicious this whole conversation about illegal mining is, and tells you that it's getting worse by the day. And my heart goes out especially to all those who were injured just trying to do their jobs, and my heart goes out to all the journalists as well. I hope that the GJA will comment on this ASAP and demand answers quickly, because we can't continue like this.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we can't continue like this. Journalists can't continue suffering just because they are trying to do their jobs. We are not actors in all of this, and we shouldn't be victims either. So please, GJA, we are hoping to hear a strong statement from you today. In as much as you are preparing for your GJA awards, please make a strong statement. I am expecting even a press conference on it today. We need to nip this in the bud, and I think that all of this really brings to the fore that we need a concerted effort at addressing this issue. There must be a meeting between NCA, the national security, like you've spoken about, the local police service, the municipal assembly. All hands have to come on deck for us to fix this once and for all, because we can't continue like this. And the point is that we are sitting on a ticking time bomb. If we don't fix this anytime soon, a time will come where you can't eat anything from Ghana, produced in the market, grown on the soil of this country. A time will come where we may have to import water, and we can't sit and play ostrich in the midst of all of this. So, to all the key stakeholders, please, let's rise up and fix this. It's a sad one.
Sad one. I'll start off for us this morning with the Daily Graphic. I have 3 newspapers in front of me, but I'll start off with the Daily Graphic. And Mfantapim defends NSMQ title as one of the big stories on the front page. Some pictures for you as well of students jubilant after having emerged victorious in that finals yesterday. Also, government moves to recover funds after PDS ruling. Story on page 15. Blue Gold secures $140 million to restart Bogoso Prestia mine. Policeman's bullet kills Pelion rider over 10 cedis. 10 cedis. Well, I'll fetch the details of this for us. The Daily Analysts, all set for 29th GJ Media Awards. Minshia Mahama Utumfor Bagbin to grace 29th GJ/KGL Media Awards at Minshia Palace, and that partnership has caused journalists of the Fourth Estate to withdraw from this year's award, following some concerns that KGL was offered the opportunity to vilify them over a report they had done on the good sources fund belonging to the National Lottery Authority. Mustafa Hamid, OSP clash over list of seized assets. Kunedu State funeral slated for November 28th. Presidential jet undergoing final test in France, as according to the Deputy Defense Minister, NS Broja Jemfi. Nkonya and Alavanyo unite to cede disputed land for national security. Ask Frontiers congratulates Bagbin on IPU Africa Champion chairmanship appointment, I should say. The news center is the last one I have. Blue Gold secures $140 million to restart Bogoso Prestia mines. They also have that story. NPP flag bearer hopefuls to sign peace pact. Africa must embrace AI transformation. Margin CEO. Vigilance is best defense against cyber threats. That's according to MTN CUN. 9 board chairs, others failed to declare assets. On page 4, the president, he said if you hadn't declared your assets within a time frame, that was a deadline he gave those who had not declared. I am wondering what the disposition will be, but the code of conduct, I think, stipulates something in that regard. I'll have to just check it. But those are the papers I have. Michael, you do yours, and then Sixtus.
The catalyst, Matt Watley's colonial exposure lecture, from Oforiatta's recklessness to Mohammed's leadership. Ghana asserts sovereignty and rejects imperial lectures. A grand conspiracy to let Oforiatta abscond. Gold board boosts Ghana's gold reserves to 38.04 tons. 430 million Ghana cedis blown on empty networks in free Wi-Fi scandal. Interesting one. We'll see how all of that pans out. The Inside newspaper, don't try to collapse a diligent, reputable Ghanaian economy. Rondo Motors to Shraj. Kenpon Travel and Tour set to fly Ghanaian fans to 2026 FIFA World Cup amid assurance of experience, trust and excitement galore. The case of reparations. Review of Kwesi Pratt's book by Dr. Arthur Kennedy. I can vouch for his leadership. Eastern NPP chair endorses Brian Echampong ahead of 2026 elections. We need a national moral revival. Apostle Amponsa Frempong urges at 68th CACI Council meeting. On the new finder, Ghana's gold export receipts hit new record. Renew your license before November 28th. ORC orders insolvency practitioners. Review and strengthen asset declaration system. IMF report. Bad roads driving price surge in goods and services. Bad roads driving price surge in goods and services.
Yeah,
that's according to
it's like the road is not good, and so if they go and bring the produce from there, they'll charge you more.
Exactly.
So that's also a problem. Sixtus, your papers as well this morning.
I'll start with the Punch Africa newspaper. And it says Solawa corridor sees big push, comes with a picture of the president cutting the sword. Manasseh slams Park, Esutifi North MP barred from leaving Accra. Bugging meets editors. Avoiding jail, want to miss manager, explains himself. And
did you listen to the interview he did on that? He said, when everybody gathers, they say free wound to me. Nobody's mentioning his name.
Nobody mentions him.
So he's looking out for himself. Interesting.
He has to look out for himself.
Yeah. Says he has a wife and children. Why?
And both his parents are actually alive as well. And the worry they've had to go through.
He has a responsibility to his family. And every man's primary responsibility is to his family. Senor Jose fires Akufo-Addo. But this photo they've used for Senor, he looks like one of those rebel leaders in the war. So, hey, Punch, you have chosen the right photo for the headline. Well, that story is on page 8 of the Punch African newspaper. I move on to the Ghanaian Times newspaper, the most authoritative newspaper. It says President cuts sword for 195 Wenchi Road, expected to reduce travel time by 50%, boost trade with landlocked countries. This road, as we talk about the construction, we have to also talk about the load on the road and how we are shortchanging ourselves. My understanding is that the overloaded trucks from the ports and harbors here, they get to Hamele and they shed off the load before they cross over, because across the border they will not tolerate the nonsense that we tolerate in our country. Why?
They are not paying to even help us rehabilitate.
No, they won't even accept bribe. You see, that's a painful part.
I'm not talking about bribe. You know, you used to take tolls such that.
Yes, and that one is a free flow for them.
That's what I meant.
So what happens would be a few individuals, maybe police or border guards or axle load operators, or you see those along the value chain. You find some of them taking a number of CDs. I hear a good number of CDs from the drivers, and allowing them to put the rest of us in trouble. Something we should really talk about. Yeah. Youth Development Minister unveils strategy to combat campus drug abuse. Comes with a picture of Pareado. Blue Gold secures $140 million to revive Bogoso Prestia mine. You also have government announcing state funeral for Mrs. Rawlings. And finally, Ghanaian diplomat re-elected to prestigious FICAC board. On the back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, government to roll out 24-hour model markets for 261 districts in December. So the market is operating 24/7. That would be beautiful. WAMA plans alternative routes for heavy-duty trucks. So that's West Akim Municipal Assembly. Good move.
Say that again.
Good move. They are planning alternative routes for heavy-duty trucks. What I just spoke about. Sure.
Yeah. So sure. That most certainly should be a good move.
Yes.
The final paper you have. You didn't
Ghana's favorite newspaper.
I would have been surprised if that didn't come from you. Let's have it.
Presidential jet undergoing final tests. Deputy Defense Minister is quoted. Mustafa Hamid denies OSP frozen assets claim. I see the lawyer says somewhere that none of the assets mentioned is linked to Mustafa Hamid. NPP flag bearer raised.
Provisional. They have been seized?
They said they are frozen.
But their properties were also seized.
So whether seized or frozen, but the point is that
whose properties have been
you freeze
seized.
Accounts and you seize properties, or?
Yeah, but the seizure by OSP
will
can
only
last
be
7 days. They have to go to the courts. And have that enforced by the court or extended.
Actually, can the OSP seize? It can freeze accounts.
Freeze accounts.
Yes.
Even if they freeze the account, they can only do that
within. You have to
7 days, and within the 7 days, you have to approach
an affirmation of that order. NPP flag bearer raised, provisional register ready.
Just to clarify, the OSP confirms a seizure and freezing of assets exceeding 100 million Ghana cedis and $100,000, including real estate holdings, fuel stations, and logistics vehicles in connection with the ongoing prosecution of former NPA CEO Dr. Mustafa Abdulhamid and others. Additional assets remain under active tracing as part of continuing investigations into the alleged extortion and money laundering. Let's clear here. And this from the OSPs.
Otherwise.
So my point is that the OSP says they were seized.
Yeah, they have seized some property as well. And all we are adding is additional context that it has to go to the courts after 7 days for that to be affirmed. And so I think that we are both
just to be sure. Okay. Because I heard something about properties were noticed. I wanted to be clear.
No, so the statement is from the lawyer is that all those assets,
right,
none of them is traceable or linked to
Mustafa Hamid. I mean, I think that's been the bone of contention. I spoke to him yesterday, Dindiok Pemka is the former Deputy Attorney General as well. And he had to make that forcefully. He was raising the consistent mentioning of assets freezing and seizures suggest that they belong to Dr. Hamid, and they wanted to say that the OSP was engaged in theatrics.
So who does it belong to?
The OSP, not just the OSP, any law enforcement body.
The OSP hasn't named anybody this belongs to, by the way.
No, but it has to belong to Mustafa.
The statement said in connection.
In connection, but it is in connection, but it's as to the listed individual. And remember, there are entities as well. There are businesses that have been listed in the charge sheet as well. Is it 2 or 3? So
the point is this:
it could belong to
if
these
you are under investigation, and the law enforcement body believes that within the period of the investigation, they need to put a freezing order on your assets to enable the investigation or to prevent you from, a lot of the times on accounts, prevent you from moving monies in their account. What they do is to go to court and get that order from the court. But that account must belong to you directly or linked to you in one way or the other, if it's a business account, for instance. So we cannot be investigating you. Then we'll go and freeze Mawuena's account in the name of your investigation. So that's the point the lawyer is making, that, look, all the assets that you claim to have frozen or seized, none of those assets is linked to Mustafa Hamid. They belong to other people. So that would then raise a question there. Why are you freezing Mawuena's account because you are investigating Michael Obodu? I think it's clear.
Yeah, but but the point is, who is saying the truth now?
No, I don't think there's anybody not saying the truth. There's a confusion brought about by the OSP's initial response, or I don't want to call it response, but they came out. You know, there's a video of Mustafa Hamid saying, "Oh, my matter, nothing is."
But
then the OSP issued a statement reiterating the facts and everything that's captured in it.
I think this statement, this one I think it came after your interview with his lawyer. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, after the interview with Dindiok, there's been subsequent releases by the OSP where they've even on Facebook, for instance, shared the
list,
the entire details of the charge sheet which has been put before the court. And so I won't call it disagreement. What the argument of the lawyers is that, look, when the OSP came out and came to say that we've arrested or we've put these persons before the courts for this, that, and that mentioning of seizures of property and all of that linked to the case makes it come off as though it belongs to him, even though the OSP doesn't say that. They say
in connection.
It creates an assumption as though it belongs to Dr. Hamid. Reason why they have also come out and they are seeking to explain away.
So who on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper, still man 26 jailed 16 years for defiling boy 7. And Nana Konedu goes home November 28. On the back page of the paper, Democracy Cup is here to stay, Speaker Bagbin. NSA lifts suspension on professional boxing. Infantino to present FIFA Peace Prize at World Cup draw. Hakimi ruled out for a week ahead of AFCON. When is the AFCON? So that's it for
in January. I'll get into the details, but just quick messages from our Facebook stream. A number of you are following. Oyibo Boating, your message is completely unrelated to what it is that we're discussing, but I see you regardless. Pastor E.U.D. Lai, also on the stream. Let me read this one from Neron de Boanegas. He's asking that the marching orders of the military be changed to shoot to kill. I'm not sure that's going to come up for a conversation anytime soon. And Kwame Jandam is questioning whether or not lawyer Pemka is the former NPA boss's lawyer. Well, he is. I spoke to him yesterday on TV, and so he is. Well, let me get the first detail of this story quickly. Policeman's bullet kills pylon rider or pillion rider over 10 cities. The story is by Mohammed Fugu. Says a 51-year-old pillion rider's journey in town was cut short last Wednesday when he died of gunshot wounds from a policeman's rifle at Bintiri in the East Mamprusi municipality in the northeast region. The incident has sparked tension and controversy, with the police describing the fatal shooting as accidental in a counterclaim to accounts by eyewitnesses. Eyewitnesses say Mauto Banaka was fatally shot by the unnamed policeman over a 10 cedis extortion claim at a police checkpoint at Bintiri. The police, however, disputes the claim, maintaining that the shooting incident happened when Banaka held the policeman's gun and attempted to snatch it from him. They said it was during the struggle that the trigger went off, but the safety was supposed to be on. Oh?
Yeah.
They said it was during killing Banaka in cold blood. The incident has left the community on edge as tension rises over the death of the civilian. Meanwhile, the police at the center of the controversy has been taken. The policeman at the center of the controversy has been taken into custody while investigations continue. And this one here, the safety must be on. Some way. There's another story I have about 9 board chairpersons not declaring their assets. That story is on page 4. I'll do that as well quickly before I come to you for other matters. A new disclosure from the Auditor General is on page 9 of the News Center. I must mention, a new discovery or disclosure from the Auditor General's Department has revealed that 9 board chairpersons appointed by President John Mahama, including those of the Minerals Income Investment Fund, MIF, and the Ghana Gold Board, have failed to declare their assets and liabilities as required by Ghana's 1992 Constitution and the Public Office Holders Declaration of Assets and Disqualification Act 1998, Act 550. The revelation came to light through the right to information request filed by a Ghanaian citizen under Section 18 of the RTI Act. The citizen's request sought the clarification on whether the chief executives and board chairpersons of 15 key public institutions had complied with Article 286. Please, if they haven't, the president's words were quite certain. And so some course of action, whether salaries will be forfeited or allowances will be forfeited for 4 months and donated to Mahama case. That's what happened in the other instances. And so we'll see. Sixtus, you have something for us as well?
Yes, a number. But let quickly, NSA lifts suspension on professional boxing. National Sports Authority has officially lifted the suspension on professional boxing in Accra effective Thursday. That was yesterday. I hope that the reasons we suspended boxing and cost Aite Powers his tournament. I think just the day it was announced. Was it Aite Powers or Bukumbang? Aite Powers.
Yeah, it was Aite Powers.
Aite Powers had some tournament that he had invested so much in. He was fuming all over the place. I hope that we have righted all the wrongs, and going forward we won't be seeing people dying, whether in the ring or just outside the ring. Yeah, so that has happened, and the sports ministry and the National Sports Authority must also ensure that Coach Otoado goes. So that's it on the back page.
Goes where?
He doesn't take the team to the World Cup.
Where did this one come from?
Ashie Fulani residents appeal for urgent action to save dam from collapse. You have victims of the May 25 flood disaster at Ashie Fulani Dam in the Adentan municipality of the Greater Accra region have appealed to the government to, as a matter of urgency, save the Mamahuma stream, well, I know it as Fulani Dam, from total collapse. I am taking this story because of personal interest. It's written by Lawrence Vomafa Apalu. A downpour on May 25 this year flooded about 50 homes and displaced more than 480 residents, destroying properties worth millions of cedis and washing away several cattle. When the Ghanaian Times visited the area on Tuesday, portions of the road linking Fulani last stop and Nashiye had been washed away by the overflowing dam, leaving deep gullies. Only about 2 feet of road space remain, with water seeping underneath, threatening a complete collapse. A resident, Mr. Mauli Ashiabo, who lives close to the dam, said he single-handedly constructed the road 14 years ago, replacing a wooden footbridge with concrete culverts. He added that he repaired the road in 2018 and 2021 after similar floods. He explained that a dam, which serves as a major collection point for excess water from surrounding hills, had not been desilted for the past 18 years. 18 years. So MCE Adentan, NADMO Adentan, MP Adentan, we are calling all of you, please pay attention to the dam at Ashiye Fulani.
Right.
And finally, national interests. President cut short for 195-kilometer Wa-Wenchi Road, expected to reduce travel time by 50%. That story is on page 12 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, and I think it's on another paper. I read that headline from another, yes, Punch Africa newspaper also carries. Solar Wa corridor sees big push is also on page 9 of the Punch Africa newspaper. But I will look at the Ghanaian Times one, which is on page 12. It says the stretch is 195 kilometers. It runs through Bono, Savannah, Upper West regions, and is going to receive a major boost following the sword cutting by President Mahama at Sola on Wednesday. This road is expected to be done in how many months? This road is an international road.
Yeah.
It's not just for the people of Sola, Bole, Wenchi, Techimanwa. No, it's an international road. It's a national road. It's an economic road. We beg you, contractor, please.
Michael, you have one story.
Yeah, Ghana's gold export receipts hits a new record. I think this is an interesting one, and also on the back of the fact that Ghana's gold reserves now places us as number 6 in the world in terms of gold reserves. So big wins for us.
That's a positive for the economy.
Yes. So Ghana has achieved record gold export receipts in 2025, underscoring its pivotal role as Africa's top gold producer and a key player on the global stage, with first half earnings hitting $8.3 billion and projections for the full year reaching $11.2 billion. Gold remains the country's most valuable export commodity and a crucial driver of economic stability. The surge reflects strong performance across both large-scale and small-scale mining sectors. Notably, revenues from small-scale mining exceeded $8 billion between January and October 2025, boosted by enhanced regulatory enforcement through the Ghana Gold Board Act, which curbed smuggling and improved formal market participation. These substantial foreign exchange inflows have fortified the Bank of Ghana's reserves, contributing to cedi stabilization amid ongoing economic challenges.
So
the last one, with Ghana, while Ghana ranks amongst the world's top producers by volume, typically sixth globally, it does not lead in dollar value exports. Global gold trade is dominated by re-export and refining hubs such as Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, and the United Kingdom, which reflect the highest export values due to their role in processing and redistribution. And hopefully Gold Board will be addressing some of these things in terms of the value addition phase of gold in the country.
It's a part of what the long-term plan is.
Exactly.
Perhaps we have to get the details as to short-term, long-term, because we've seen Gold Board jewelry come on board now. We're expecting LBC certification in that respect as well, and then the refining, and then the others will come on board. And so if you look at what the task is that's been set out for them, there are a number of these things which you speak about, and perhaps we will have to ask the question and then demand the timelines and then march along with them and demand that these timelines are met strongly. Gentlemen, thank you very much helping us through the news review this morning. And let me talk to you about the Rosebank International University, because there's a world-class university right here in Ghana for you, and that's Rosebank International University, a strong South African university and a brand of the Advtech Group, Africa's largest private education provider with 146 schools across 5 African countries and over 100 learners, and partly owned by the World Bank through the IFC. Rosebank International University is fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority, the British Accreditation Council, GTEC in Ghana, City and Guilds UK, and Capsicum Culinary Studio. At Rosebank International University, we offer a Doctor of Business Administration DBA, MBA, Master of Science and Master of Philosophy in Digital Marketing, Bachelor of Supply Chain Management, targeting professionals in freight forwarding, customs, etc. We offer hospitality and culinary arts available at diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate levels. Our ICT has BSc Information Technology in Business Systems and IT Computer Application Development, all carefully designed to equip you with the skills and qualifications needed for a successful global career. Our mission is simple: inspiring excellence. Admissions are open for the January 2026 intake. Visit our modern campus at Airport Commercial or Pebia House, Accra, or apply online at www.riuc.edu.gh. Rosebank International University, building global citizens. That will take us on to our very first break here on the 3FM Sunrise. When we return, I'll be on hand to pick your calls as you share your thoughts with us this morning.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's much we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Just mixing up the buttons there. Let's get onto the phone lines because it's beeping red hot and hear from you. 055-924-2717. Put that down. 055-924-2717 as well as 055-691-0154. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Mawuena.
Yes, sir. I trust that you're well.
I'm doing well, sir. And you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Talk to us. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. My name is Ajana Wan from Domi, Pabinya.
Ajana Wan, let's hear you.
Let me say good morning to Honorable Madi Jibril and Chairman Joe and Mr. Peter Kwesi of Temaship Yard, wherever they are. Good morning. Mr. Mawuena, I think I will also say something a little bit about Special Prosecutor or OSP. I think some of the things that they are doing is intangible, and there are things is tangible. Things that we can see with our eyes, things that we cannot see with our eyes. Especially when it comes to documentation, when maybe they put their document on front of me, it will take me 1,000 years. I will not understand, or I may not understand. So to me, my little bit expectation of how pressure, little bit we are putting on them, we should let our pressure to come down, because I know they will not have Ghana. They have something better for Ghanaians, that whoever, alleged have Ghanaians money, they will retrieve their money for us. And whatever they are to, I hope they will feed them. Let's reduce the pressure. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajana1, for calling. Hello, good morning. We may have lost that one on the telephone line. Do call us back, please. 055-924-2717. Hello, good morning. Hello. Dropped the line again. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. We can hear you. Good morning.
How are you, my brother?
I'm doing well.
Name?
Yeah, name. What?
This is Papa Bisu on the line.
Papa Bisu, let's hear you quickly this morning as well.
I'm really worried about the way and manner the EPA team and your people, your colleagues, were attacked. It's serious. I have been saying that the way and manner we are trying, but if I have to compare what happened in Nigeria, the oil something that those kind of bad gangs, took a particular area that is no-go area. I'm saying that government will have to take a serious view about this particular thing. I think I'm going with Sixtus Ullo. There should be a state of emergency, because this is becoming too much. Someone's life in danger. I will plead with Mr. President that please and please, this thing is becoming too much. Our money with PDS too. PDS, we won the case. Is that not it? ECG won the case for us. For Ghana. Our money with PDS, the dubious people.
Well, the Energy Ministry says the Attorney General will pick that up and will follow through on the process.
I said it yesterday. Greetings to the President.
Right.
To the Vice President.
Yes. As for the greetings, someone is on the other line.
Hello?
I'm listening to you. I'm saying someone is on the other line.
Yeah. For instance, look at the GMPC CEO. After organizing some vendors meeting in Accra, went straight to Takrady to do the same thing. So the CEO of GMPC, Mr. Kwame Nto, greetings to you.
Thank you very much as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mawuena.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling from. I trust that you're well too.
By the way, my name is Nana Mwako, calling from.
Nana Mwako, Esuboy. Fantastic. Let's hear you as well, Nana.
Mr. Mawuena, on my Ghana, no people I was in Cathay and paying for. A special prosecutor, they were to see a job. The officer, it was a book of Manaka, and who here. Because Okawe now, I tell you what the Cassie, Okawe now, I tell you what the Kawe. I said, on your consistent, when some more canon, on your consistent. And the message say, then I thought it's a year Juma. A class center has most of the public light and year Juma. And you're when I said this, obviously said, public light a year Juma. Mr. Mawuena, Mestre, John Tamani Mama say, the best friend, the past government appointees are a bit of many Akudi Botobima and says, Akoda Sabotuno, the friend, Kaskar, and who here or mine, or from here and Brano. Not a man alone, even at all. Papa Jimponi, a bag of Yaboma, I have more money. Janju, Japadi, ever more mine. No certain record. This administration says, we are governor appointee. That's the one you made it to Wapa and Qua. About 4 bounds, one shot or the towns of the first Aquans. Everybody saying that I don't know Papa Ghana for us, Ghana for Abba appointees. We didn't come and say, so we are witcher. I will say a hand till. The previous government who say, Oya which man the names a year Oya which a year house because also at the rate Jan get a couple soon. Now you for to the next ocean the Padia when Yapana opening a we back over 30 years of pension. The pension pay president to back to couple and back to farmer. No get better possible you 4 years. No one know what time. The constitution amendment. I was saying that for your constitution, you say changes the constitution and what followed by a boy the politician constitution by about the house.
Thank you very much as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Please, my name is Aziz. I'm calling for Domi.
Aziz and Domi, let's hear you as well this morning.
May God bless you this morning for wonderful, the great chance you give me this morning. Oboade embo hu ba na yo kese. Mpacho mame nkote mata, oni me nkote a TDC director Karis Makasi. Yakupo enshira papa na ne edwuma pa omodi eboa omai Ghana. Ena lawyer Zuma papa no. Se Yakupo enshira no some of us no ye nti ase because 24-hour economy papa no odi ye edwuma na omu bo edwuma ewo tema aboho. Yakupo enshira no papa no mbo na ho ba eda magana. Asema ye kanwa minia okasa kosisi anwa the way obekan no ha no na ka obet media kan across na ka eyefe but won say ahase no ma be kan e wa ha omoko ohwe ho no a no ma koka different enyesa na yefe no enyesa so na kire say o ye politician ana otie who do o man no who can no e wa ha say no na koka the same thing but who so one no na amofo emfa o serious won say kosi jaben special prosecutor na ye kan wasemba whether me pacho tam na uwo former government na uwo hono o si o ma chichiri wonsan e da baweti me pacho enesu no a obi chichiri wonsan abaweti ana enye se bia o ba be kan asem a na utimi ya ono na ebebo wabaso o kan na waye former we ye finance minister e na wajana akwa abrochiri no a me pato ebanisen ena papa edwane ye na uwo because the mimiti ye ni say you see we do ye ne lawyer say former lawyer say them in name because of that you know papa ni enya chance e dey adwane o authority so first papa ni yemfa ni bra na o authority say obema papa na aba but ene obeka say o chena na waka different thing o chena chi na waka say emfa o serious it is like Ghana minor ye book ka ho keke ena mesre me government no so mesre me government say ye nim say papa we no a otimi ye adwuma na obema nugase eka party we a ye yi ni tu nche ni ye nye de se efata e de amagana de ntina Ghana for eto abama ema ye ni say nkrofo mu lutu o ma we no mu di ye sika Ghana sika e de atutokoro what I say onu na enya o ma we sisi a because last you know who dey share the obi edi nsa bo obi so si me ko ja obi e wo court no me wa enu su na nhumbu nsam no hu na wo sa wa no e kasa e ye so mo fast no e ye ya odo ye si mra ne na edi ye juma but mra no su na bi timi confirm say e yampa ba disika onipa ne confirm say wa disika nhihwemu ba bio wa wo so obi atu obi tuo wa boni to wia ye ko hwe de okun no e da no okun na ye tu ne okun no ana yare fo so e wo no ho ana.
Thank you as well for calling. Hello, oh my goodness, I may have dropped that individual on the telephone line. Please call me back. You're waiting for a very long time and I mistakenly dropped the line. Please call me back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I call from Nwa.
Let's hear you as well this morning.
Thank you. Azuma Tama Gapua or the boy Juma Papa Nyamishan. Chamadu Nyamishan, one Abuku Gadoko, Nyamishan. When you be near Okola here, Aziz Obekai, 100%. It is a Bangwea or OSP, with 2 million Juma. Yakowaya, who conform with this line up on Mudos, sort of Mudosupa, yet to a bar, Ma, with Andy Sabai, say. Obia with this could be a say a day in Sika. It is a thing to me now to me. Now, yes, that I see a copen for or when she found the year to many years, or more than to money my Ghana for at the same time so omo make sure say nipa no say we are sika and I say we first can be na need the fa we say omo just say omo publishing with daily graphic first page short was no be able and yes obviously another appointer honestly the same thing over as a previous government na no about the year what they are done for pa easy and yes it is over team no omo bomb dey say omo go tomorrow what you then you do ba after 4 days and 5 days say you do to me just can also you make sure say brand be do ma pa na Ghana for what to say abai tell me there now you obi ampe at the same time so me problem back on say aboso kan omo say ometi omunyama so for now dollar ba fam no omunyama ko so enye saa ya be ko Togo Nigeria ko fan ko for ababo so kan abato ade no more thing am so amagana for me that was
I'm not sure that can happen, but anyways, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I'm Frank Naru, Domi Market Mayor.
Frank, let's hear you this morning.
Yo, Minia, I know Panya to drink out. Mamencia, Tamaju, I am my communication officer. Sabi will tell me, Papa. And I feel Domi Quabina, Quentin Charmine, Mr. Isaac Nilam Tilampi, and also Michiano. Minia, yes, I Ghana for. And near my back, Papa. Me be 1 week in between kwani me koya de na enra me ba do me na me se me chi dwem minia that petrol abba from kura 10.50 pesos diesel 11.15 pesos hey oh iron rods we say iron rods wa iron rods no nana say go do 78 no asamba 71 nana ku for time koya go do 105 million to 105 million and abundant 71 million. Like I said, swat bear 30 million. I always want to pay. It did not almost told the million for so send me and then cement we know can say cement baby 79, baby 81, baby 82. It's a mamu papa and more just any money so sugar and more biscuit, Milo, yeah, just threat about so kind for. Any year driver for the Minia, me union chairman, I would domain, Tiger Transport Service, then a running domicile home. Mimi says you want to be my wine and my driver for no, and for Mope, and to all the Fenum. The Mima Pong, a Juba 4 o'clock now, Melfo can be a good Samasamano. On the drama Samaya, in some 7 city no. No more just 10 city. Almost the person yes no. Omugua, a quinus, I said, Mamma Momo Yana, baby Kakat go on to. No more plenty, no more from by force. I don't know. Almost bad, none of Pedipagua, like some pet, and no budget. Yes, someone penny mem, the time I bear with them is social. Or me and pet as supposed to be. Yeah, no be a what transport boy any more for a big account. Not driver for no bonny, I show with him a deeper senior. Young form of fossil, nothing, or more phone, Yama, or more person of Tessono. Yes, shall not be beyond your Kinagan and India because I'm breathing here, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank Nero, as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Mawuena,
by God's grace, we're well. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, and please reduce the volume of the radio set.
Let me reduce it. Right. Good morning, my brother. I want to say.
By God's grace, we're well. In Kaswa. No cry, let's hear you this morning as well. Container, where the shooting happened, that's we're very aware of that.
The front of the container.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Mami farming Chiaka CFM Martin today on a Bakuga, 2 Ashaman, and a chairman of Community Sheffield Swetari. Oh, yeah. You better a solicitor on the money Mahamasi. Then penny for chief of staff, no money, Nara, Akuga, no Bomodi, a yepa, Yemekui. No, so, you hear more. And then you hear more. More with you, more sick. And it is so. More de so between woman, continue Ranano. No more fresh, I just come at Yamai. Because and conform with sick, I'll imagine the mountain. Say you Jesus canoa. Companies credit more companies.
I'm a total in the Jumaye. No moment for the best friends to say. A brand new man in perform because a dinner person almost said they almost said this effort for the number one. I see no other for them. Young Penny and Massive Silinko. And then Mana Ubedi said, and a very real. Day 2 o'clock pa. The whole Accra, all the transport, almost some law say. All the vehicles leave never. Accra won't claim never. Almost some law say. The idea 10 city, not because 15 city. The idea 15 city, not because 20 city. You have to start MTTD, Ghana Police, National Security, GPIT, all the protocols moving now. Yes, one transport ministry, all from Nation. Now, the funny at a passing yes, on one time, the quiet dollar for the more fastenal, or more mine.
Thank you very much as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing well. What about you?
Fantastic. I'm also doing the same.
Fantastic as well.
This is Collins, calling from Amamole.
Collins in Amamole in the Ghana municipality. I trust that you are well this morning. It's raining in parts of Accra.
What about Johnny Hughes?
Johnny is doing well too, and Helen as well. They're all on a short break and they'll return
this morning.
Let's hear you, Collins.
Quick one, Sule. I'm coming Kasua today to come and take that container out there and build a very single room self-contained for you. I'll go straight to this special prosecutor office. Look, the man is spending our taxpayers' money just like that. Eric, look, I will appeal to the president. If something can be done, that office should be abolished once and for all. Today this, the next day this, always in and out. Every blessed day, this man will give us another story. Oferata is coming since from February, March, April 14 for June, something, up to today. We are in 11 months, and we have been collecting salary since time Akufado implements him as OSP, something, whatever, up to today. Look, we shouldn't joke at all. I will appeal to the president and the good people of Ghana to know that what I'm saying is reality. We are wasting our taxpayer money on Kusia Jabin for nothing. We have CID, we have Attorney General, we have Yoko. What about OSP? OSP is doing what? For the nation. What's that? Are you serious at all in this country? Always, the case is here. I get that. Massa. You should give us a break. Thank you.
Thank you as well for calling Collins. Hello, good morning.
Eric, how are you?
I'm well. What about you?
What about this? Is Maestro calling from the city within the city. You know the city within the city.
You
That's
have to
around Ayawasu North.
Ayawasu North.
Where where you have my MP, Honorable Jaga. Good morning to him. He's the Deputy Minister, Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts.
Right.
And then the wife, Sajja Farida. They are listening to you. Your good friend, another Eric Kampa, a custom officer around Akadi Post, is also listening to you. Tom, listening to you. Eric, you see, listen to your newspaper review this morning, Michael Obodi. He's talking about the gains that we are making out of good. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, looking at the things, the price of the commodities are down. The inflation is doing well. A lot of things that we can rejoice of. Look at the President Mahama, even cutting short for this war to road and everything. Things are going as it is. People are applauding the president for his good work, whatever. But now, I want to ask you personally, Eric, today, if we want to declare state of a nation, state of emergency, we still need the security. Is that not it? We still need the security people that today the people are attacking them. Is that not it? So I'm trying to plead with those who are doing that. They say, not because of personal interest or greedy. You want to take the whole nation. Look at the way people are talking about the water issue. You destroy all the water bodies, the farmlands and everything. I'm begging. You see, people voted for NDC based on expectations. Some people want jobs, some people want to see roads, some people want to see water, a stable of the light, and everything. Some people also want to see the end of Ghana, President Mahama. President, we are doing well. That's why people are saying that they want him to go to another 10. but you say no, it's okay for you. The end of Galamsey, we need to look at it. 9 months are doing well. But these guys are also attacking 9 months. Where do we go now? So please, I'm pleading. President Mahama, your 9 months or 10 months now is far better than Akufo-Addo of 8 years. But now, let's look at the illegal mining. That is my problem now. And I hope, inshallah, by the end of your tenure, the illegal mining will end, inshallah. Thank you so much. My regards to Johnny's bike. Johnny, I'll take the money to you.
Thank you. Thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
Eben, how are you doing this morning?
Eben, I'm well. If you could kindly draw closer to the phone so we can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's a lot better. Speak to us, Eben, as we ready ourselves for sports this morning.
Thank you. Let me say good morning to my president for the yeoman job doing, the vice president, Professor Nana Pokwajima, and the chief of staff. Also, my MP, Honorable Likrima Kluge and Honorable Abu. We appreciate them a lot for what they are doing in various electoral areas in Ghana and Dominica. Also, Honorable Deputy Secretary, I greet you and salute you this morning. You are really doing well. You really prove you are a grassroots person. You listen to the grassroots. God bless you, Honorable Apostle Peter. You see, why are we doing this to ourselves? I don't even get it. When will you hear this if it's not Africa or Ghana? That people will be attacking state institutions. For what reason? EPA convoy is passing. Then illegal miners what? For what reason? Do they reason at all? Why are we doing this to this nation? Please, don't provoke the president to declare state of emergency, because whenever a state of emergency is being declared, it has a very bad thing on the nation. Mr. President, they are provoking you. And for me, from the way things are going, I think it would be better for you to declare at the mining area. Why? We were here and we saw how the Eswa administration fought Galamsey abysmally. The president has come now because he called for a reset of the nation, putting things in place. Look at how he's doing his best to clear this menace. And you have decided to attack state institutions. No, this is far-fetched. Put stop to it. It will not help our nation. Please, why are we doing this to ourselves? As I'm concluding, I will continue to beg with traders. Please, the greediness of we traders is very much annoying. Let's put stop with it. Because whenever it is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we go to various mosques, we go to churches and say we are Nyamiso mind. Our attitude doesn't show we are Nyamiso mind. People don't want to reduce their prices. Look, gone are the days a bag of corn is 1,200 Ghana. Now when you go to my village, it is 5-something, 600. See, people don't want to reduce the price of kenki. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
Eben, thank you. Thank you as well for calling. Eben calling us from Kwabenya as well. There are some others on the line as well. We'll hear from them quickly. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, give us your name and where you're calling us from. And for those of us listening on radio, can you hear me?
Please,
the line is not so favorable. We're having a bit of a challenge in hearing you. If you could try again for us.
Hello.
Yes. Speak to us.
Great Alaye.
Great Alaye. Let's hear you quickly.
Speak from Sabukunka. First, that's me at my.
Great Alaye, I beg of you, if you could kindly call us back because the line to you is not so great. And I know I have another person on the line, but the rain is coming down pretty hard. And if you're driving, do take extra precaution. If you can, you should be parking and awaiting this particular storm. I've just seen a notification as well from the Ghana Meteorological Agency some minutes ago in relation to the storm we're currently experiencing. That was 10 minutes ago. And I'll just read that as well, just quickly. I know I have somebody on the telephone line, but I'll just read that quickly, that there's a storm currently above the coastal lines of the country, and so we should be worried. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. What about you? Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Anyway, I'm doing great. First of all, my greetings to the Onia Friend Department for their support throughout the whole Festival. This is Frederick from Angloga in the Water.
Frederick in Angloga, share your thoughts.
Well, my brother, to the issue, I wanted to ask the NDC communicators, the presidency at large. I thought they say they are arresting the kingpins or whatever they call it. So they say they will arrest Chamon to me to end Galamsey. But after arresting Chamon to me, prosecute him before court. Galamsey is still ongoing. It is worse than the previous government. So who else is doing Galamsey? They say it's the previous government, Akufo-Addo and his ministers doing Galamsey. Now the people are not in power. You are in power. So if we Ghanaians are saying it is you and your ministers that people are doing Galamsey, you have to accept it. Because if you are in opposition, you know it's a ruling government that has power to control everything in Ghana. Winner takes all. You will entrusted the country into your hands. You take over everywhere. The Ministry of Mines, all the money sector, you create even gold board. How come Galamsey is still ongoing under your watch? Even worse and worse than first. So if the president today cannot fight Galamsey, Ghanaians have to watch this and justify that they have lied to Ghanaians into power. That is a fact. Now, for us to talk about Hawa Kunsi, Kasua issue, the MP for Kasua today know he has lied against his friend, her friend. That is Hawa Kunsi. Hawa Kunsi never committed any crime in this country. So if today they wanted to award those who injured in post-election or election violence, what I'm asking the NDC government, what about Hawa Kunsi? What about her son? That the NDC executive snap with a knife. We are asking the question: are they going to award such person to? Are they going to award the national second vice chair of the New Patriotic Party as well? Who what's the name? Chamazoka slapped and assaulted at the Ablokumano. We are asking the question. NDC shouldn't think the taxpayers' money they have come to power, they can misuse it anyhow to favor only their political party members. 20,000 cities to every constituency every month. Where did they get that money from? What is the doomsday levy? What are they spending the doomsday levy for? On what and what? They should come and account to us before they will be calling for accountability.
The finance minister
have to start from their own backyard.
Right. Frederick, I appreciate you. I appreciate you as well for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. And diverse opinions can be shared here. It does appear we may have lost that individual on the telephone now. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Abolo, you can call me Mr. Komo.
Abolo, thank you as well for calling. Let's hear you quickly.
Mawuena, tell my brother Freddie to get some water and drink.
Opinions are like noses. Everybody should have one.
Let me say good morning to Mr. Patrick Mensah, headmaster of Odogono Secondary School, and Alaji Yakondo. And my brother, this is Mawuena. I just want to urge the worker housing minister that the segment housing project, the segment housing, they should give it to TDC to manage. The way TDC is transforming the TDC.
The Sagleme, it's been handed to a private developer. It was done before the previous administration left office. And so I'm sure there will be conversations in and around itself which should govern what should happen.
TDC Ghana.
But let's proceed. I'm sure we can make progress and we'll find out the facts.
Yes, that's what I mean. I know they have to collect it from the private person and give it to TDC Ghana. TDC can manage
That's not very straightforward. There are contractual obligations if that exists. You have to find a way to get out of it.
For sure,
but quickly, share your thoughts with us on other matters. I'm sure
other matters. I want to ask. Honorable Ebenezer Kuku-Addo was invited by the police. What about the groups that mount the police station? Was anybody invited? The same attacks have happened on EPA. That's why I'm asking this question. But when I keep saying we should use the common sense for once, you know, it's time that we start prosecuting people because we are in to fight Galamsey. Going into the election, we promise the good people of Ghana that we are coming to fight the Galamsey. And you can see the Minister of Lands, and you can see the Minerals Commission, you can see the President. He's doing all his best to fight the guarantee, but the people are not cooperating. So what did the law say? Mawuena, I said Sami Jefi and Goldboard need to be celebrated. Why must we wait? If people do a little wrong, we will be shouting on the rooftop. Look at the way Sami Jefi and Goldboard is transforming this country. Look at our economy. Look at it. Mawuena, when are we going to celebrate the Goldboard and Sami Jefi? They are doing marvelous. But to me, I don't understand. Mawuena, trade minister, the dollar, when the dollar is dropping, the Abosokan people, the good time community, they say if the stabilization can take only just 3 months, they will reduce things. Today, where are we? And what did the law say? Look at our roadside. Everywhere is now 10 cedi. When it's a rush hour, everywhere is 10 cedi. What did the law say? Now, we have a good morning.
And thank you very much as well for calling, Abulu. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from. It's still not so great. We can't actually hear you as you speak. Yes, yeah. You have to. I don't know. You have to try again for us because we'll be wrapping up the phone-in segment as well. Unfortunately, we cannot hear you, and the line continues to give very bad feedback in terms of your position and what it is that you have to say as well. Let's pick another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Mawuena Egbeta.
Yes, sir. Give us your name, where you're calling us from.
Mawuena Ebenjia, Kakaraka. My name is Bright. I'm calling from Abosokan.
Bright in Abosokan, let's hear you.
Let me say good morning to you, Honorable Abolo, and Honorable Alaji Yaokondo, in charge of operation, Honorable Peter T, and Honorable Alaji Raouf, and Honorable Courage McCaffrey Nunekweku. May God continue to guide Honorable Courage Nunekweku for good work that he is doing at CDC. The air course our Galamsey site. They are youth here and next. Omo taki journalist for Ekoye Juma Abua. Omo say you essay assassin. Esubecha. I Galante boys attack you ama ebimu afemu prapra any soldier for can yabua omun crofo me pacho me bisa na you see attack soldier for yi attack journalist a omun prapra omu yi se soldier for yi so sorry se omu attack omu ebeye ye e wo man Ghana mu ana because omu ene edi to me ahye omu nsa so omu ntimi prevent sankrofo na omu wo ye forest so na no a omu say nsuo ni ade no entity na ye say UT ekota ke sankrofo we mu mi pacho mi bisa say and now human right e wo man we mu and now ye taki journalist for ye taki soldier for any police for no e ye ntifi enfa human right for hu by say soldier for start say omu defend you omu a ebe hu sa human rights ebe sorry akasa bebre e wo man Ghana mu che yembo honorable atu force abasu papa apa say ejumadi an waye edi aboa ye currency a on be fa ni 17 cedis a ene wa bomodin say dollar yi e 10 cedis 40 pesos yi minnu ma ye ton ade wa abuso kan omu pese omu beti niama so me pato guta fo e wo man Ghana mu ana ade na ne omu nche omu crofo se omu titi niama so e fa ma Ghana for because ena kura me no ka say petrol atiso boom baby wa 12 cedi per liter baby wa 10 cedi enti niama gusua e ba fon ba edwadi fo na omu wo kromu a omu aye omu adwin se titro mi nuanu mu aye wa abuso kan a politics nkwana eguso ewo omadwemu se ahaye MPP for strong enti omu ntini omaso enfa boa ban no ama ban ni di enkoso no ebe kwati omu emrebi because yin tina ho emo omu nyesa enfa ntia NDC aban no because emrebi a etwemu MPP for ba abemu ye hunsa na omu titi omu nuama so And now feel quan or mutu or munium, a wabo so kai. It's a muchina masu and for my drivers and the customers say beton de wabo so kai.
Thank you very much as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
I am Ben from New Achimota.
Ben from New Achimota. Let's hear you as well this morning.
It's my regards to all your team members and Tony Hughes. Please, so there is one thing we need to pay attention to, because it was taxed small as it has started now. If you go to La Paz, on the pavement blocks, they do an Arabia as well. Even the pedestrians cannot even get a place to walk. But starting small one you starting thinking to see and this is. What am I trying to say? The truck drivers are doing more young. If there are laws in this country, my laws man. And I know there are laws are able to be regulated and your man. So Oko Accra, if it's a watch share above 536 Ufi Accra Balapasa, you pay the NCDs. But the actual price is not the NCDs, it is 6 cities. You get it? People are taking advantage of some situations in Uoma. They are just misbehaving on the streets.
Very true.
And the leaders are sitting aloof, unconcerned. Action against them. They are not taking the action. They also gradually. Last week, from Medina to Kaswa, the driver is going to Kaswa, but far from Medina to La Paz. You pay from La Paz to Kaswa. But meanwhile, so from Medina to Kaswa, the price is going to be less for the passenger. Say na you. Say about. Who say leaders no better mama ayen shahan sa na de na jinsi e jinsi we are no more the force then equilibrate which is wrong. Since you na again start no, you have to sit down. If you go to La Paz, there is no even space for you to walk. The pavement blocks and everywhere, they are all covered. They're selling of goods and other things. But as started say you, it started small. Because the leaders are not taking action, see how it has gotten to. It has now gotten to the side of the truck drivers. This is what they are doing. So, this NBC of course says, you pay this from that place to La Paz. Meanwhile, so enter, it should be 6 cities.
Thank you. And this has come up a number of times. We've actually even discussed it here, and the question we ask is, who should be taking charge of this? Is it the transport ministry that should be overseeing this? I suspect they should be listening in on this conversation and perhaps providing some answers. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Mawuena. Yes, sir. Abu in Kokomlemle. Abu, let's hear you as well this morning.
Mawuena, your first phone in time that's one now.
Another majama will be a casabintino. Pacho, what you're born to drop my Oh, I apologize because I mistakenly dropped the line. I mistakenly dropped the line on that front. I'm happy you called back as well. I'm happy you called back.
No, thank you. Mawuena. Momian kanu kurenche Ghana. Ya Ghana wonya na Ghana ye diamai. O se asoma o de tu do ya an ko bi ba ka nyama ko so Ghana no. Obi ba no be ka o president sa no kwa no aka afa ne party. Apa Ghana so nyama ko so no. De ye no no aka de ye no aka. Me abuko ko me na moyi. Se ma ban ye bi ne bon ne support no da. Ke ye bi o ye boni. NDC ni je no ba support no do be ni NPP ni on do ba ke ye bone no kwa no ba support ta ndi oba ka de ni me ko so Ghana e papa ne de o kapita but ye ni na wo Ghana 8 years good years e hu de Ghana na Ghana e ko ama Ghana for pre be no mu defend and then the ko ye ni de oba Beka, our committee, young pattern, I don't know, but the name of Papa that was organic. What do you mean, Kada? The company over 8 years, minimum, I know venue, so a Jupiter. I don't know when I also, but no, but yeah, not back up on his side. The Ghana for a year, MP for.
Oh dear, that does appear we may have lost Abu on the telephone line. He's our final caller for the morning, and I'm glad he was able to call us back because I mistakenly dropped his call unknowingly a lot earlier. Unfortunately, challenges with bringing you sports this morning, but we'll be back shortly with a bit more for you here on the 3FM Sunrise.